Okay, welcome here to RD, St Mary's of RD for the Leinster Club Championship quarter-final, Intermediate Club Championship quarter-final. We're just having a minute silence here just for a moment. And that's just a minute silence complete. A minute silence was for Micheál Kinsella, a great courtwood man of yesteryear, who was captain of the last intermediate team to win the championship 31 years ago, and also for David Boland, who would be first cousin of Alan Kinsella, who plays here today, and son of manager Eddie. We're just about to get going here now to the game, and the referee is a Dublin man. And the players shake hands just before start. The throw in here is at 1:30, very early in the day for throwing, but we're into winter time now, so the evening will be gone. There will be extra time to be played here, and after extra time, if it's not finished, it goes to freeze. The five players from each side will take freeze, and if that doesn't get a winner, then we go to sudden death on freeze. So the freezer will be taken from the 45-yard line. We'll wait to see how that goes out. But the referee, James King here from Dublin, is about to start the game, and we'll be off now in any second. And a nice crowd in here for this match now. Good support came up from Courtwood there this morning. I travelled up myself there and drove along the way, but plenty of support for Courtwood here. St Mochtas already a victory under their belt here after the Meath champions Longwood, so the game started here now. The first ball played down, Mochtas on the attack. Low ball played in towards corner forward. Full forward for St Mochtas. Been held out in the corner there fairly well by Mark O'Halloran. The ball fisted outside. A late replacement there from Mochtas on, puts the ball back across the middle. Very patient build up here from St Mochtas. Still holding on to that possession now. Low ball played into it, and a chance here to first score. Ball swept across the goals, and that's a super score for Mochtas. First score of the game for Mochtas there from Declan Byrne. Declan with the outside of his right foot swept it over the bar after some patient build up from Mochtas. Quick kick out now from Matthew Ware, now towards Mark O'Halloran. Mark now brings it up the field on the far side, opposite stand side of the field here, and plays in a low ball in towards Niall Dunher. The ball is intercepted there. Now you couldn't get to it, so Mochtas on the attack again. Another patient build up from Mochtas. Eamon O'Neill plays it in towards their full forward again. Full forward strikes this one high, but this one's going to tail out to the right and wide. Matthew Ware now gets ready to take the quick kick out again. No delay in Matthew's kick outs out towards Conor Hogan. Conor Hogan now takes the ball and leaves it out to the far side of the field, over the stand side of the field, taken in by Sean O'Flynn in towards Robbie Flynn. Robbie now struggling to get away, get the ball out. Does so this time with fisted pass in towards Sean Flynn, and Sean O'Flynn is fouled. Quick ball by Niall Dunher in towards Alan Kinsella. Lovely ball flicked out. This is Niall Dunn now, a chance to level the scores here. A sweet kick from Niall Dunn and over the bar. Lovely score from Niall Dunn. Courtwood quick and efficient as they played in that attack there. Scores level here now after about 2 minutes of play, 1 point apiece. Kick out now from Jason Callan for St Mochtas. Held up in the wind slightly. Alan Kinsella hold up the play there, with the referee allows for the advantage to given the free. Mochtas now on the attack, fisted ball over under the stand side of the field, going to struggle to keep this in play. Goes down and held up by two Courtwood men there. The ball flicked away and taken away by Courtwood, and Niall Dunher again, sweeping past in by Niall Dunher in towards Luke Dorn. Luke Dorn now shimmies and turns, skips again, takes right foot kick from the far side, but this one tails out onto the same side and wide. So plenty of action in the first couple of minutes here so far. Courtwood 1 point, St Mochtas 1 point after about 3 minutes of play. Kick out again now here from James Callan. Mochtas now playing against the breeze here. Nice strong breeze, but not too bad. Quick, almost intercepted there by Courtwood. Niall Dunn, and the free referee's given a free out, a foul there by Niall Dunn. A quick free taken, and the referee has ordered a free to be taken again and brought it up 10 yards, and the free to be taken again. A foul there by Robbie Flynn on the centre half forward. Free taken quickly. Mochtas now very patient to build up. Full back comes out Philip Englishby. Now Philip is moving in towards the 45 line. Passed by the 40 line, still going strong. Gives in a low ball in towards his full forward again. Stephen McCooey now taps and toes. Oh, sweet turn by McCooey. He's gone inside, slams a shot over, but no, this one tails out to the left and to wide. A good chance there of a score for Mochtas, but didn't make good advantage of it. But full forward is causing a few problems there already. Very fast on his feet, twisting and turning. Matthew Ware now shapes up to take this kick out. No one showing for now yet, so Matthew still looking for the short one. Has the breeze if he wants to play it long. Plays it out towards the 45 yard. Beautiful ball by Sean O'Flynn. Clean catch. That's the mark by Sean O'Flynn. Plays in a low ball in towards Niall Dunner this time. Niall Dunner now trying to get away from Andrew English. Niall leaves off the ball here. Chance for Dan Lutcher. Dan slips in the wet ground, and Mochtas come away with it again. Under pressure there, might be intercepted there. Andrew English gets it out. Ball played over here to the far side towards Kieran McMahon. Kieran McMahon now with the ball in tow. Leaves it off out here to centre field man Eamon O'Neill. O'Neill now plays in a long ball in towards the full forward. A couple of quarter lads, a little bit casual coming towards it. The ball is flicked away. This could be a free. No, there's no free yet. Looks like no, they've still held it up fairly well. Courtwood. O'Neill has the ball again in the midfielder, but it's been heavy fouling there by Robbie Flynn. A two-handed tackle, and the referee gives a free in roughly about 25 yards out on the terrace side of the field here. Score still level here at 1 point apiece. This is a chance here now for Declan Byrne, right foot a little bit to the right of the goals, so more suited for a left footed kicker, and into the breeze. He hits this one fairly well and hits it very well and over the bar. That's a score for Mochtas. Puts them back into the lead now, 2 points to 1. Instructions coming in here now for Courtwood there. Little under pressure there at full back. Just for the minute. It just takes a few minutes for the team to settle down. Matthew now takes a short kick out, sweeps it low along the ground down towards Conor Hogan. Hogan gathers it, fist out to Robbie Flynn. Back to Barry Donnelly. Back this time to Andrew Mulhare. Andrew Mulhare now gives it out towards Colin Wilson. Wilson a little bit loose in the hand pass to Dan Lutcher. The ball is taken off of Dan. And on come Mochtas again. This time it's Darren McMahon, the other midfielder. He leaves it off towards Declan Byrne. Declan now plays it across the 45 and gives a left foot ball in towards the full forward again. He gathers it this time. He's twisting inside again. He's got inside, gives it a quick ball inside. There's a chance across the face of the goals and wide on the opposite side. Mochtas now have a few chances there. That's their third wide now so far. Playing against a slight breeze. Strong enough now when the ball goes high into the air and to the advantage of Courtwood. Kick out again now from Matthew Byrne, looking to take it short again. Out towards the far side of the field, out towards Sean O'Flynn, gathered by Flynn. This time now Dan Luttrell takes the ball. He puts it back towards the stand side, towards Colin Wilson. Wilson now gives a fisted pass in towards Rory Doyle. Rory now gives a low ball in towards Alan Kinsley. Kinsley gathers it. Gives a lovely pass out towards Rory. Rory takes a shot in towards the goals. The ball breaks loose. Luke Doran goes for it. It's a 45. Deflected out there by Mochtas and out for a 45. This 45 now is Dan Luttrell territory. Dan, a good striker of the ball, but 7 minutes gone in the first half, and the scores at the moment are 2 points to 1 in favour of Mochtas. Dan Luttrell now to place the ball on the 45 yard line, been marked by the linesman. Little bit to the right of the goals, but Dan will have no problem here with distance, and the wind is at his back, so he'll have all that to his advantage. The referee now looking for Mochtas to come back from the 13 metres from the kick. Now Dan strikes it very well, and strikes it sweetly, and strikes it over the bar. That's a good free from Danny's first one off the ground here, so that's gets him up and off the mark and going well now so far. So the scores are level here at 2 points apiece and just over 8 minutes gone. Kick out now from James Callan from Mochtas. kick out now, low kick out towards the middle, intercept by Conor Hogan. Hogan gives a fist to pass in towards Niall Dunn. Niall tries to get down on it, fails the first time. Conor Hogan follows this up, gathered this time with the full back. He's made a mistake as well. Hogan's in it, soccer shot, and that's whisked out by about a foot outside the post. We have a great view of it from the other side of the field here. What a super chance there, the full back Philip Englishby made a hames of it, I suppose, not to describe it any other way, because he had it cleared and all. But a hard look there from Conor Hogan. Quick kick out taken this time now by James Callan now towards Liam Lawler. Liam now going up along the far sideline and the stand side. Alan Kinsley gives him a bit of hardship there. The ball is flicked back towards the corner forward. He puts it back in towards the full back. The full back come out this one now. Philip Englishby, he had trouble with the last one. They're not making it easy on themselves. Mochtas there, but they are getting away with a few hand passes. And Englishby has it again to get away. Kinsley puts in a tackle again, but he breaks the tackle. He's gone by 2 or 3 lads now. He's still moving. Puts it back across towards Andrew English. English now puts it across here towards Darren McMahon. McMahon now the midfielder puts in a low ball into the corner, in towards full forward. Stephen McCooey. McCooey now gives a fist to pass in, and there's a chance here for Mochtas, and this ball is sent in and sent over the bar. A good score. A good score there taken by Barry Mulholland, number 20 for Mochtas. So Mochtas now making plenty of good use of the ball. A couple of wides there, but that can be expected. Still early in the game yet. Mochtas now back into the lead, leading 3 points to Matthew Ware now with a shorter kick out this time out to Barry Donnelly. Donnelly gives it back towards Byron. Byron now fists it out towards Marco Halloran. A little bit of a hold up, and that pass puts Halloran under a lot of pressure, with the referee gives a free out being held. Halloran takes a quick ball to Rob Flynn. Rob Flynn now steps inside his man and a fist out towards Colin Wilson. Wilson now takes a dummy hop and puts in a lovely ball in towards Niall Dunn. Niall Dunn being held up slightly, but gathers the ball just the same, gives it back towards Niall Dunner. Niall Dunner now gives another ball back towards Dunn. Dunn has been harried and hassled. Dunner gives another ball out towards Dan. Dan Luttrell flicks a hand pass inside. This is a chance here from Sean O'Flynn, and the crowd will tell you that that's a super point from Sean O'Flynn. He's known to do that in several matches Quarter played this year, to come up from the half-back line and kick points, and that's just another demonstration of that. So the teams are back level again. 3 points. Courtwood 3 points to St. Mochtas. Mochtas now with kick out again. James Callan places it on the 14-yard line. Up on the tee as is customary. The referee blows the whistle. Kick out now coming high out towards the terrace side of the field. Rory Doyle goes up for this when the ball breaks. There's a chance here for Conor Hogan. Conor Hogan is shouldered off the ball by the centre field man, Darren McMahon. McMahon gets the ball out towards Englishby again. He's coming out the ball. He's been fouled as he come out the ball. The full back. He gives a quick ball. Quarter now. The centre half back trying to get back in. Centre half back for Mochtas. Andrew English puts in a quick ball in. Barry Donnelly lets it hop off his chest. He's been held off the ball. Donnelly is a quick turn by Declan. Byrne. The ball breaks off the goalkeeper Byron, but he has good control of it. His body behind it and gives a bit of ball out towards Sean O'Flynn. Flynn now puts a lovely ball down to Niall Dunn. Niall now, who passes the centre of the field, gives a fist pass out towards Niall Dunner, who is along the stand side. Dunner now the orchestra of most of the attacks here for Courtwood. The match has gone by. Gives the ball in towards Allen. Allen now gets it onto his left foot. He hits this one very high with the wind, takes it away and brings it out to the far left and wide. Both teams very even here in their play so far. 3 points apiece, and the wides are of the same, but 4 wides each. Maybe Mochtas have 1 extra wide and 4, and Courtwood have 3. Kick out coming from Mochtas again, placed out. This is a high one now. Conor Hogan looks around to see can he get a good position. The ball breaks off and taken down this time by Barry Mulholland. Mulholland puts it in, but O'Flynn is there again. Sweeps this up, comes across the goal. Has been held as he comes out, but plays the ball away and gives a lovely hand pass to Donnelly. Back to O'Flynn, a lovely quick hand pass by O'Flynn. Marco Halloran now gives a nice little pass in towards Luke Doran. Doran now comes out to it, holds on to his hand, has good control of the ball, sends in a high ball in towards the goals, but that's a bad wide. That's a bad wide by Luke Doran. Goes off. It took further maybe than he had intended, and out wide. So that's Courtwood's 4th wide now as well. Kick out again now from St. Mochtas, the goalkeeper. Instructions coming in there from Courtwood to Luke Doran, and I'd say it would be maybe to tell him not to take too many wild shots. 13 minutes gone now in the first half. Kick out from Mochtas goalkeeper, hangs high in the sky. No Courtwood man contesting this. This one is held, and it's a mark by Declan Byrne, the corner forward from Mochtas. He gives a fist pass out towards the sideline. Chance here for Robbie Flynn to take the ball, and Flynn does duly that and takes the sideline quickly towards Conor Hogan. Hogan now with the ball going back across the middle of the field. gives the hand pass back towards Niall Donoghue. Niall now a couple of yards outside his own 45-yard line, being overtaken by Mark O'Halloran. Mark now turns back and gives it towards Donoghue. Donoghue out towards Rory Doyle. Rory now sends in a low ball in towards Dorn. Again, that ball passes by Dorn, and Alan Kinsella wasn't expecting it to come in all the way, so it's intercepted there by Liam Lawler. Lawler's hand pass goes out to the far side of the field. He's there to collect it again. The ball is put back on the ground to Kieran McMahon. McMahon now gets the ball out to the Mochtas full-back Philip Englishby. Englishby now puts his own man under pressure. The ball is taken back this time. Luke Dorn gathers it. Dorn is in here now. There's a good chance for Courtwood. This could open up into a goal if he gives the pass. He takes a shot. A super goal by Luke Dorn. Absolute super goal. He had Dan Luttrell to spare, but he didn't need him. He buried it in the bottom corner. Courtwood now getting on top in this match now, but that's as good a goal as you see anywhere. Planted it into the bottom corner by the goalkeeper. St. Mochtas player injured now. I can't make out from here who it is. But Luke Dorn fought hard for that ball, and I'd say that's a statement from him to the selectors. I can take goals too. The referee holds up the play here now. Still can't make out who it is down now. There's a couple of the Mochtas players with numbers over 15 on them, and I'm just looking around the field here now to see, but it could be Liam Lawler that's down. Liam Lawler, or let's see now. No, it's actually Andrew English, centre half back. So the referee is holding up play there now till he gets up on his feet again. So Courtwood now put themselves into a good position now. They'll need to get these scores up on the board. They'll need to be leading. They're playing with a nice breeze. It's not strong, but it's enough to make up the difference in a couple of points. 15 minutes gone. The referee blows the whistle. Centre back still not back in place yet. Rory Doyle comes on to this one. The ball's broken down this time by Barry Mulholland. Mulholland gets his own ball. He leaves it back. Good passes in here by Mochtas. They're playing very intelligent football here now as well. Lennon comes up with the ball now from cornerback. What's he going to do with this one? He kind of fumbles into tackle, a little bit pulled by Robbie Flynn. The referee has blown the whistle and puts the ball back a yard inside the 45-yard line. And Darren McMahon stands over this one to take it quickly. He didn't place it yet, so it doesn't look like he's a taker. He's not. So Declan Byrne, the corner forward, comes out to take this one. Mulholland makes a move there, but Rory Doyle takes him up to stop that. So Declan Byrne with a shot outside the 40, off the outside of his boot, floats it in and in off the post. Oh, dangerous ball. Barry Donnelly first one to react to it. That was a good effort by Declan Byrne there. Donnelly with the first one to react to it, and his pass, Colin Wilson's pass goes out. It's intercepted. Bad pass by Colin. A shot in towards the goals again, but Byron gathers this one. Now Colin comes again. He'll be a little bit more careful this one. A long ball, well copped, Colin Wilson. Good eyesight, Colin Wilson. Good spot. Now Niall Dunn is heading in towards the goals. He pulls up on the 45-yard and a couple of players interpret. That's a great ball by Niall to clean past Niall Dunn. Dunner sends in a shot from way out the field. There's a chance here. The goal man comes for it, bounces off him. A couple of players there almost making a meal of that one, but the full back Englishby comes out with it again. He gives it back out towards Liam Lawler, and Lawler takes it away out towards Darren McMahon. McMahon now for St. Mochtas, coming up past his own 45-yard line, taking his time, so looking around to see who's going to come off the shoulder. Gives the ball back across his own half-back line out to his midfield partner Eamon O'Neill. O'Neill's ball goes inside here now. There's a chance here for Mochtas again. A lovely ball played in. Mark O'Halloran under pressure here now. Stephen McCooey is going in towards the goals, leaving his angle very tight here. Hits in a high ball, hopeful ball, but this one is way out to the right and wide again. If he had been maybe a little bit more direct and heads towards the goals, but the quarterback shepherded him out and put pressure on him to get a good position of a kick. Now Matthew Byrne with a quick kick out again, floats out a lovely ball here to Conor Hogan. Hogan under pressure to catch this one, but he has the strength there to keep it up, but he's been held up there. The ball is still loose there. Andrew Mulher, the full back, good, plenty of experience. Andrew, no panicking with Andrew. He gathers that ball and safely gets it out towards Robert Flynn. Flynn back to Mark O'Halloran via Colin Wilson, and the ball now is played back towards Barry Donnelly, and Donnelly gives it back towards his goal man. When I say back towards the goal man, I mean out 30 yards out from his own goals. He puts the ball across the far side of the field towards the quarter captain Matt Kelly. Now Matt puts it back in across towards Conor Hogan. Hogan finds Sean O'Flynn again. Flynn now is coming on. The ball puts in a lovely ball. Oh, intercepted brilliantly there by Mulholland. Alan Kills now comes on to it, but it's intercepted there by Englishby, the centre half back for Mochtas. He gives out towards Liam Lawler, back towards Mulholland. Mulholland getting on a lot of ball here now. He leaves the hand pass in to the middle of the field in towards Declan O'Brien. O'Brien gives a hand pass back to Mulholland again. Mulholland now is causing a lot of trouble here. He fists it out towards McMahon, the midfielder for Mochtas now. Darren McMahon gathers the ball. He puts in the ball back into Mulholland again. He's getting the ball. Oh, a heavy shoulder there from Flynn, who pops the ball up off him. And this could go out. No, Mulher keeps it in, and Mulher gets a free out. Mulher got a bad bang in the face there. It wasn't intentional, but he was caught. He's down, but he should be okay. But he got a good bang there. But Barry Mulholland is getting onto a lot of ball there for St. Mochtas. He seems to be a man that brings in most of the play. He moves back out towards centre half forward now. Free been taken out by Mark Hannon right on the end line, maybe 15 yards from the goals. And the ball is kicked back towards Matthew Byrne. He passes it back to Halloran. Halloran brings it out now on his toe. Gives a fist paw out towards Conor Hogan. Hogan now on the 21-yard line. Puts it to Flynn. Back to Hogan again. Hogan now being careful and collected. He comes out back to Robert Flynn. Robert Flynn the same. Gives a hand pass back to Sean O'Flynn. Oh, quick hand pass in here. Barry Donnelly with the ball now. Still not much ground been made. Donnelly takes the tackle, gives it back to O'Flynn. O'Flynn has to do a little bit of sidestep, and he does so. Back to Mulher, back to O'Flynn. And O'Flynn is coming to the side of the field. He gives the ball off towards Colin Wilson. Colin Wilson being careful with the passing as well out to Rory Dye. Rory's been held up in the play. Rory gives it back towards Conor Hogan. We're just at midfield now. Back to Dan Luttrell, back to Rory Dye again. And it's all a ball of hand passes here. Niall Dunher then takes a quick ball in towards Matt Kelly. Matt Kelly wins the ball. Sean O'Flynn now moving forward again, gives a hand pass a little bit wild this time, and it's intercepted again by that man Holland. Holland gets the ball away towards his midfielder, and that comes away now is the full back Philip Inglishby. Inglishby now coming across into the 45-yard line. Declan Byrne out steps inside towards three, gets away, hit the free. It has been given to the referee. Depending on what happens with this one, one's shot and shoots over the bar. A score there for St. Mochtas. The referee was given the free and allowed the play to continue, and that ball was kicked over the bar, and that's the lead back again for St. Mochtas. The score that time was Brendan Duff. So Mochtas now back to within 2 points of Courtwood. Courtwood 1-3, St. Mochtas 4 points, and now we're missing a football. Courtwood selector Fergal Byrne gone back behind the goals to retrieve the ball. Many's the time that Fergal had to do that as well, being a former great goalkeeper in his own time. Now Matthew has a ball to place on 21-yard and 14-yard line, and tips the one, this little spare there back behind the goals. Comes forward now to take the kick out. Matthew has options everywhere now. Mark Halloran is hanging this side. The referee is going to call a little bit of argy-bargy going on here. The referee is going over to see what the problem is. The linesman is coming in here. So nothing seems to be a problem there. So now Matthew Byrne with kick out. Still has options, takes a short kick out to Barry Donnelly. Donnelly now gives it back towards Byrne. Byrne now almost lost control of it, was quickly gathered. And now towards Conor Hogan. Hogan getting on a lot of ball now. Court a little bit stale here at the moment now. Just the ball is not moving into the forwards as fast as the forwards would like it. Colm now tries to make progress, but not making much at the minute. But he gives the ball back towards Halloran. Halloran now breaks the tackle. Rory then gives it back to Halloran. Halloran now making progress. Puts in a high ball into the square. This is putting pressure now. And there's a player coming at this. Dan Luttrell has it. Well played, Dan. He was quick onto it. A quick hand pass off to Matt Kelly. Matt in a tight space. Not going to get a lot of room to kick that one. And it's gathered inside by Mochtas, and Mochtas come away with this ball now again under a little bit of pressure, but they've weathered the storm there and they come out with it again. Now the ball played up along the stand side of the field. Mochtas come again, and it's gathered this time well blocked there. Conor Garland tried to come out with it, but he's blocked, but it's gathered inside this time by Jerry Garland. Jerry Garland puts it into the corner. Mochtas now on the attack again. There's a chance of a score here. Sends in a kick and across the goals, and this one is going over the bar again. And now we're back to a 1 point game. Mochtas now getting the better of exchanges here at the minute now. Declan Byrne kicking another score. So we're back now to a 1 point game. Court with 1 goal and 3 points. St. Mochtas 5 points. Matthew now takes this kick out over to the terrace side of the field. Connor's going to get it hard to keep this one. Conor Hogan, but he does. He puts his toe on it. Gathers it. He's under pressure. Ball gone. Line ball to St. Mochtas. Conor couldn't keep it in. A lot of pressure when the ball hits the ground. It's going to skid. Mochtas now take this ball quickly in towards McCoy again. McCoy now gives a fist pass out towards Declan Byrne. Byrne now has the ball, tries to step back inside Barry Donnelly, still there, twisting and turning, gives it back. This time towards Jamie Farrell. Farrell now back to midfielder Eamon O'Neill. O'Neill now gives it across towards Jerry Garland. Garland now steps inside Robbie Flynn. Garland gets straight down to his left foot and does so, and kicks this one over the bar again. That's 3 points in a row now for Mochtas, and they're back level with Courtwood. 6 points for St. Mochtas, 1 goal and 3 points for Courtwood. Courtwood now under a little bit of pressure here now for the last few minutes, maybe contributing a little bit to it themselves by not getting the ball down to the forwards faster. Kick out taken held by Sean O'Flynn from the kick out. That's a good catch, gives off the hand pass quickly to Andrew Mulher. Mulher now gives it back towards Robbie Flynn. Flynn now gives a hand pass back towards O'Flynn, back to Flynn again. No relation, one is O and the other is just Flynn. Under pressure again now, Robbie Flynn, centre back towards Sean O'Flynn, and that is in turn played back again to Andrew Mulher and back towards Danny Lutcher. Courtwood not making progress here now. It's very stagnant and stale here at the moment. Rory Doyle under pressure trying to get the ball up. Gives a kick pass out towards Sean O'Flynn now onto the stand side. Flynn now makes progress past the centre field, gives a quick hand pass in towards Matthew Kelly. Kelly back to O'Flynn, and this turn goes off to Conor Hogan, and he gives it back towards Matt Kelly. Matt, the captain, now looking back the other end of the field, gives a quick hand pass in towards Alan Kilnsler. Alan now under a bit of pressure here, gets the free, been pulled and dragged there as he was trying to play a ball, and the referee holds him up, and he leaves the ball back towards Niall Dunher. Now Niall is a couple of yards back on the opposite side from the 45-yard line, on the Courtwood side of the 45-yard line, and the referee marks the spot almost as if to say don't pass it there, so he gives the ball to Dan Lutcher, and Dan now will go for a long free here now, see can he make it a second free and a second score from him. His free is here. The score still 6 points to 1-3, 6 points to Mochtas, 1-3 to Courtwood. Now Dan comes forward now, makes good clean contact with the ball again, strikes it well. This is tailing a little bit to the left and wide. That's a long kick there over 50 yards. Very hard to keep it accurate when you're hitting from that distance out. Kick out again now for St. Mochtas, taken quickly this time. Mulholland goes up for this one, catches it clean again. He's playing very well now since Mulholland. He leaves off the ball towards the Philip Englishby. Englishby now attacking again. Mochtas don't mind who does the attacking as long as there's someone doing it, and the full back is within a chance of a score here. He tries to push his way through, gives a short pass off, this time to the half back. He's trying to step inside 2 or 3, goes to ground quite easily and gets the free. Court a little bit surprised at that now. The free right in front of the goals, but he was let in very easily there. Conor Garland stepped inside 2 or 3 Courtwood players and got in. The referee has given the free. Courtwood protest over it, but that won't change the free. This free now will be taken by Declan Byrne, and this will put Mochtas back into the lead. There's no question but he'll score this one. Right on the spot of the 14-yard line, right in front of the goals, couldn't be any easier, and he does. Julie that, tap it over the bar, and that puts Mochtas back into the lead now with 7 points for St. Mochtas, 1-3 for Courtwood. That's 4 points in a row for St. Mochtas. Matthew Byrne now to kick out, looking to take it short again, and does so to the stand side of the field over towards Barry Donnelly. Barry now plays it forward a little bit, but yet again it's a little bit held up here, this ball. Conor Hogan now takes it on, he gives it back towards Sean O'Flynn. Sean O'Flynn now comes right across the field and fists it back 20 yards to Andrew Mulher, the fullback, and he in turn gets it to Colin Wilson. Colin now tries to come back in towards the middle, gives the ball off to Mark Halloran. Halloran breaks the first tackle, he gives a good footed pass in, but there's nobody there for Courtwood. Mochtas playing a kind of a sweeper system a little bit. This ball is taken, but the referee is given a free against Luke Doran for a foul by Luke Doran on David Lennon. Kick out now, free taken quickly this time, and Mulholland takes it again. This ball is given out this time towards David Lennon. Lennon now under the terrace side here. He gives a hand pass off towards the full back again, Philip Englishby. He gives a pass inside towards Jamie Farrell. Farrell now tries to break away from Barry Donnelly. He still has the ball. He gives a fisted pass back across the middle. Mochtas now come attacking again. This ball meant for the fullback, and he has it now, and he gives it inside again. He's done a lot of damage now, back this in towards Declan Byrne. Byrne now with a sweep and pass across the goals. Oh, super ball. This is a chance for Mochtas if Mulher gets in by. Good block. The ball Almost, what a save by Matthew Byron. That ricochet and it could have gone anywhere. The tackle there by Barry Donnelly, no free from the referee. Little bit, well, got away with that one a little bit. Courtwood did, but Matthew Byron saved. Courtwood blushes there. The mochtas are completely on top here now, unless Courtwood can stem the tide. There's a sweep and kick out. Again now from Courtwood, the ball is played inside towards Alan Kinsler. Now Alan, the field is opened up a little bit better now. Alan now with the ball inside the 45 yard and takes a shot. Good block there this time. Can Alan retrieve this one? No, he can't. The ball is taken out again by mochtas. And the ball is taken up towards Jamie Farrell. Farrell now brings it on. He gives it out towards O'Neill, the midfielder. He gives it back towards Farrell again now. Farrell dummies a hand pass and then takes a short hand pass out towards Kieran McMahon. McMahon sends a ball over to the far side of the field out towards Declan Byrne, right into the corner. Barry, followed by Donnelly. He's gone to ground now. Donnelly is over him. The referee gives a free against Barry Donnelly. And it's a free in now, right on the 14 yard line with 2 yards in from the sideline. Courtwood now making a substitute here. And Cian Doyle is coming on for Rory Doyle. Yeah. Now, Cian Doyle in there for Rory Doyle. And the free now to be taken by Byrne. Byrne now with a right foot kick from the far side of the field. This one is gone out and this one has gone wide on his own side. So that's a bit of relief for Courtwood now. Score still 7 points to 1-3 to St. Mochtas. Courtwood haven't scored now for a long time. They're going to need one to get themselves back up and running again. A quick kick out this time taken. Niall Dunn gathers this ball off the kick out. Super gather. Niall now makes progress up along the terrace side. He's heading towards the goals. A little bit delayed in his kicking, but he's still moving. Tries to give off a hand pass. The hand pass a little bit wild again, and that's taken away by Luke Dorn. Away from Luke Dorn. And Mochtas come attacking again. And here they go again now. Here is Barry Mulholland again. Gives the ball off quickly and in time towards the full forward. Steve McCooey. McCooey now tightens his angle, gives the fist pass back towards Mulholland again. Mulholland with the ball in hand. Mulholland still doing a lot of damage. Nothing done to disturb that. Now Jamie Farrell takes kick from outside the 21 yard line. It skews off the outside his foot and it just creeps over the top of the bar from about 35 yards out, and that puts Mochtas in a commanding position now coming up towards half time, leading by 2 points. 8 points for St. Mochtas, 1-3 for Courtwood. That's St. Mochtas' 5th score in a row. Courtwood under a bit of pressure now to try and get themselves back onto the scoreboard again. Take the sting out this Mochtas attack. Kick out very loosely, let fall there by Bardani, but gathered again this time back towards Mark Halloran. Halloran now takes a quick ball out towards Cian Doyle. Doyle gathers it the first time. The substitute now on just 2 minutes ago. He takes the ball across towards the far side of the field and gives out towards Sean O'Flynn. O'Flynn now heading down along the stand side of the field with this ball, making good progress here. Gives a quick pass off towards Alan Kinsler. Alan with the ball in his hand gives a pass to Matt Kelly. Back towards Alan Kinsler again. Kinsler tries to skip 2 or 3. There's 5 or 6 Mochtas lads around him, so there must be lads loose somewhere. Cian Doyle sends in a shot in towards the goals. Ooh, and that almost caused trouble for the goalkeeper. It skipped outside the post. It could have crept into the net. It's a 45 now here for Courtwood, so Dan Luttrell will try and make amends for the last 3 and try and get himself back in scoring groove again. Dan now will try and keep this one over, try and stop the rot, to try and get Courtwood back scoring again. We're in injury time here now, and the referee will shortly blow for half time. Dan now places the ball on the 45 yard line. Nice, almost dead straight in front of the goals, but a little bit to the left, so it'll suit him slightly. The score stands at the moment 8 points for St. Mochtas, 1-3 for Courtwood. Dan now comes forward, strikes it clean again, and it's a lovely strike and sweet kick and straight over the bar, and that's Courtwood's first score now in almost 15 minutes from the boot of Dan Luttrell, and it brings Courtwood back to within 1 now of St. Mochtas. Kick out again now coming here from James Callan. Outside the boot, the referee calls a halt to the first half proceedings at the score standing at half time. St. Mochtas 8 points, Courtwood 1-4. Okay, we're ready to go now again for the second half. Referee in the middle of the field along with 4 players and a substitution on for Courtwood now. Paddy Wilson in at centre field, and Andrew Mulhare is been replaced by Paddy Wilson, and in at full back now is Barry Donning, and Colin Wilson has gone back in corner back. Mark O'Halloran is out a half back. And waiting for one last player from Courtwood to come out now. Referee before he starts to play. Just had been a shower there now just at half time. It's making the pitch a little bit more slippy. Now Niall Donoghue ready to resume as well, so we're about to start the second half, and the score standing now at St. Mochtas 8 points, Courtwood 1-4. Referee now just setting his watches. And we're about to start now. Now in the ball goes Paddy Wilson, now the new midfielder up and hand pass that down towards Dan Luttrell. Dan now trying to break away. The referee gives a free first ball in. No delay with Dan. Dan whips in a pass, quick ball in towards Luke now lets the ball fall first time, but the ball is slippy. That's the conditions here now are not a lot different than what they were 6 weeks ago when Courtwood played their last championship match. St. Mochtas have had 2 games since. Mochtas on the attack again now, and Eamon O'Neill with this ball gives it off. And the ball is fisted back now towards Darren McMahon. McMahon now steps inside one ball, steps inside again, has a shot with his right foot, floats this in towards the goals. It's a long way out, and this one is a successful kick from 45 yards. And St. Mochtas put themselves back into a 2-point lead. The score there this time was Darren McMahon. Kick out now from Courtwood. Courtwood could have done with that quick start, but a kick out now taken quickly, and Matthew Byrne takes it out towards Barry Donnelly over here on the terrace side. Fist pass inside towards Sean O'Flynn. Sean now out towards Robbie Flynn. Robbie centre half back now takes a solo into the ball, takes it into the tackle, gives it back towards Colin Wilson. Colin now floats in a high ball in towards Alan Kinsley. That's not going to suit any far, but Alan was fouled just the same. Free now on the 45-yard line. This one now to be taken again by Dan Luttrell. Colin Wilson now left in the ball. It didn't suit Alan Kinsley, but it worked out. It was a perfect ball. Alan was fouled. So the referee now. The referee now asking Alan Kinsley, full forward, to get a set of gum shields. That could be a sending off, a black card that could get himself. The referee has been lenient enough there now, so the free's been taken by Dan Luttrell. Dan strikes this fairly well, but not well enough. It's gone out to the left and wide. That's 7 or 8 yards wide this time. First shot of goals for Courtwood in second half. Mochtas after getting their first score of the second half, so the score standing now at the moment is St. Mochtas 9 points, Courtwood 1 goal and 4. Kick out now from St. Mochtas goalkeeper James Callan. James now places the ball on the 14-yard line, steps back, comes forward, strikes this one straight down the middle, down towards the centre of the field. The ball breaks this time. Sean O'Flynn is underneath this one again. Courtwood now on the attack, a little bit more desperate now to try and get a couple of scores into the match. Matt Kelly now with the ball from Conor Hogan. Kelly turns back in towards the forwards, gives a little toe tap, looking to see can he see anyone moving. Places the ball in towards Niall Dunn. Now Niall Dunn gets a push in the back there, and the referee gives the free in towards Niall. Courtwood now had to be a little bit more direct. They were a little bit negative in the first half, and it gave Mochtas all the chance to come through, so Alan Kinsley now will take this free. This suits a left footed kicker, but the breeze could hold it up a little bit. The ball a little bit heavier now with the wet conditions. Alan now takes a quick ball, puts it back towards Sean O'Flynn, gives it back towards Alan again now, a little bit out further, but coming back in to tighten up the angle somewhat. Puts a hand pass in towards Robbie Flynn. This ball is lost, and Robbie Flynn done well to get that back up, but it could have been blown for hand on the ground, but done enough to get away with the trouble now. The ball has got back to Alan Kinsley eventually, back out towards Luke Dorr. Now Luke steps inside his man. Luke has a look at the goals, takes a shot right footed this time, and this one tails out to the right and wide. That's the second wide there for Courtwood in the second half. Could do with getting that score now. Another score for Mochtas would stretch the game a little bit further away from Courtwood. It's hard to keep these wetter time of the year. It's hard to keep a couple of scores. There's always a big gap to try and make up. Kick out coming again now from James Callan. Courtwood now putting under pressure, but not just getting the scores. Kick out straight down the middle. No mercy shown here. Up goes Paddy Wilson here. Takes this one out of the sky. And gets to mark and gives a quick ball off towards Matt Kelly. Now Matt heading towards the goals. Takes a lovely ball in towards the goals again. In towards Luke Door. Luke now gathers it first time. Turns inside his man. Has the ball on his foot. Taps it back out towards Niall Donoghue. Now he gives a dainty little pass in towards Matt Kelly. Matt now with a quick ball and shoots this one over. And that's Matt's first score and Courtwood's first score of the second half. Good score there for Matt Kelly. Good play from Courtwood. More direct and more of attacking nature. And the result is a score off it. Good spot from Niall Donoghue to place a lovely pass inside to Matt. And that won't do Matt any harm now, the captain of Courtwood. The game is back now to a 1 point game. 9 points for St. Mochtas, 1 goal and 5 for Courtwood. Kick out again. This one's low. It could be intercepted here for the quick. Matt Kelly's onto it. He has it. Gives a quick hand pass in towards Allen. Allen has the ball. Allen has put it down in his hoe. He's looking to see what's moving. Gives a quick hand pass out towards Cian Doyle. Doyle now steps inside his man. Gives a lovely pass out towards Conor Hogan. Hogan fumbles it but gathers again the second time. Throws it back out towards Cian Doyle. Doyle now left footed. Strikes it in from the far side of the field. This is going in towards the goals and a super score from Cian Doyle. That's a super score from Cian Doyle. This man done a lot of damage in the county final gone by 6 weeks ago as well when he came on for the black-hearted Matt Kelly, and he started up again where he is from that day now with a lovely score. So the team's back level again now. 9 points St. Mochtas, 1 goal and 6 for Courtwood. Now Courtwood, that's the difference when you attack the ball. Kick out from the goalkeeper way out to the middle of the field again. Up goes Wilson again. Wilson's high there. The ball breaks down. It's gathered this time by O'Neill for Mochtas. He sends in a long quick ball in towards the forwards. Mark Allen is onto it. Mark lets it slip through his fingers now. McCoy, the full forward, has got it. He steps inside towards Freedom. He's been fouled and the referee is calling no free. The referee gives no free. Courtwood got away with that one because from where I was standing he was been well fouled, but no harm for Courtwood. Halloran comes out and Halloran gets a free, and the Mochtas players protest and the referee brings the ball up and Niall Donoghue now takes it. The referee marks the spot. Niall Donoghue now, the calm head, takes the quick free back towards Flynn. Robbie, the centre back, gives it out towards Cian Doyle, the scorer of that last good point. Doyle now takes it back inside towards Conor Hogan. Hogan now tries to make strides. He does so, attacking as he comes forward. Been held up, tried to get away with a hand pass, but smothered as he did. Could have had it away a little bit sooner. Full back now for Mochtas gets the ball out to the far side of the field, out towards Lennon. Lennon now gets it back inside again a little bit wild past Dan Luttrell's onto this. If he's a bit quicker, not quick enough. Mochtas now, there's a lot of fumbling and foosing with the ball. A lot of players there trying to root it up and root the wet conditions now, and it comes out this time. Mulholland is there. Mulholland takes it away and gets a free out for his troubles as well. Full back now, Englishby takes the quick free out towards Liam Lawler. Lawler now gives it up to the far side of the field, up towards Jamie Farrell. Farrell now steps inside his man along the stand side of the field, gives another quick ball inside towards the full back again, but there in his way is Paddy Wilson. Wilson now playing well since he come on. Big strong man, these conditions it suit Paddy Wilson a lot. Matt Kelly now with the ball, trying to break away from his tackler, gives a quick ball out towards Niall Dunn here now. Niall Dunn in front of his man, gathers it first time, gives a quick hand pass off. Matt Kelly, don't know how he done it, but he got a pass in. Matt now trying to win this ball, and the referee don't feel here again. And onto this ball comes Sean O'Flynn. Sean flicks it up into his hand. Cian Doyle is onto this. There's a chance here for another score for Cian Doyle. Doyle doesn't hesitate and shoots over his second point of the second half and puts Courtwood back into the lead for the first time since the 15th minute. Courtwood 1 goal and 7 points. St. Mochtas 9 points. Conditions now deteriorating here fairly well. Heavy rain now falling. Going to be miserable here now. Kick out again now for the Mochtas goalkeeper. Now the kick out for St. Mochtas again, now to be taken again by James Callan. Kick out now, landing out in the centre of the field this time, contested well there and held, but wet conditions. Now the ball drops, and Mochtas on the attack again. Eamon O'Neill now with the ball. Eamon gives a hand pass off to Mulholland. Mulholland now takes it on and towards the middle, attacking the goals down here in the bottom end of the field. The ball is flicked out to this side towards his midfield partner Darren McMahon. McMahon now trying to break away from Sean O'Flynn. Sean O'Flynn giving him plenty of hassle there. A wild kick by McMahon, and that ball tails out and out to the left and wide. Lucky escape there now for Courtwood. Courtwood still leading by that 1 point. Conditions now, very heavy shower falling here now in RD. Matthew Byer now to kick out for Courtwood again on the 14-yard line, trying to make up his mind whether to kick it long or short. The ball is taken out this time out towards Dan Lutzer. Dan reaches high but can't get to it. The ball breaks. Matt Kelly can't get to it. The ball flicks away from him. Garland gives it back towards his fullback back towards the wing halfback. Garland again back to the fullback. He sends it in again now. Low ball in towards the corner. Good gather there by Declan Byrne. Byrne now tries to step inside 2 or 3 men, takes a shot for the goals. This is high and this is tailing, but I'd say it's gone over the bar. It is gone over the bar. And that's the team's back level again. St. Mochtas 10 points, Courtwood 1 goal and 7. Conditions now very bad here in RD. Heavy shower falling now. It's going to leave the conditions very sloppy for the remainder of this half. Kick out from Matthew Byrne way out to the middle of the field. Good break there from and this time it's gathered by Robbie Flynn for quarter centre halfback. Flynn now gets out with the ball, gets it out towards Cian Doyle. Doyle now on the attack on the stand side of the field, being held up as he tries to break forward. Getting a lot of hardship there, but he's still there and he still has the ball. He's trying to get away from as many as he can. Stoll on his way out of trouble. Not much room there. Gets the kick off the ball. The ball breaks loose and the line ball is for St. Mochtas. Line ball for St. Mochtas now. A lot of pressure there from Courtwood. And this line ball now to be taken by Darren McMahon for St. Mochtas over right under the stand. No, the line ball taken quickly back towards his fullback. Fullback now comes out with the ball. Englishby now little way and back towards Englishby again. He's coming forward a lot of ball. Gives a hand pass out this side of the field. And the ball is sent in long in towards the goals again. Mark Halloran cuts this one out. Good play by Halloran. Was quick there to intercept that and takes it from Niall Dunn back to Halloran and then to Conor Hogan and back to Sean O'Flynn. Flynn now gives off the hand pass to Dan Luttrell. Dan now is streaming towards the 24 to 45-yard line. Steps inside 2 or 3 men. Luttrell with the ball still gives out towards Luke Doran. And Luke Doran kicks in a lovely little kick from about 14 yards out and taps it over the bar, and that puts Courtwood back into the lead again. Courtwood 1 goal and 8 points. St. Mochtas 10 points. The Courtwood lads, when they attack and move the ball fast, are opening up the Mochtas defence, and that's what they failed to do that for 15 minutes in the first half, and Mochtas were able to get 5 points in a row. So the kick out again now to be taken by Mochtas goalkeeper Jason Callan out to the middle of the field. Paddy Wilson's there all alone, gathers that quite comfortably, flicks it out towards Cian Doyle. Doyle now getting on a lot of ball, placing a lovely left-footed pass in towards Niall Dunn. Niall now tries to step inside his man. Gives a lovely pass inside. There's Alan Kinsler. Alan Kinsler flicks it across the goals. And it's cleared off the line. Mochtas under pressure to get it out there now, and to do pressure still on there, but it's cleared away and to have it out. That was a lucky escape. Alan could have shot that with his foot now, and it might have took a ricochet and gone in towards the goals. But Mochtas on the attack here now, and the ball taken away by Conor Garland. Garland now gives a hand pass inside towards Declan Byrne. Byrne now taps to the 45-yard line on his toe, going across to the field in towards the middle, still going across, been shepherded by Barry Donnelly. Gets in a quick kick pass in towards the McCoy, the full forward. Mark Halloran on him, trying to put pressure on him. McCoy steps inside him again, takes a hop. He's obviously right-footed completely. McCoy still with the ball. Colin Wilson putting pressure on as well. Plenty of Courtwood lads there putting pressure on. Wilson now digs it out, and Wilson gets it out and digs it out still, and still comes out with it. And well done to Colin Wilson getting the ball away. The ball back to the goalkeeper now, Matt Byrne. Courtwood under pressure here now, trying to get away. Sean O'Flynn gives a fist of pass out towards. It goes over to the far side of the field. Cian Doyle is on to this one again now. Cian Doyle getting onto a lot of possession, gives it back inside towards Conor Hogan. Hogan offloads the hand pass quickly to Dan Luttrell. Dan now has a lot of space, but sends in a long quick ball in towards Alan Kinsler. Alan now with the ball in hand, trying to break the corner back first time out, but has it back in towards the goals on his left foot. Gives a dainty little pass in towards Niall Dunn. Niall Dunn gives a hand pass quick on Sean O'Flynn, a blast, and a spectacular goal by Sean O'Flynn. A super strike. There was super play there by Courtwood, and it finished up with Sean O'Flynn adding to his point in the first half and with a goal in the second half. That puts Courtwood in a very commanding position now. St. Mochtas 10 points, Courtwood 2 goals and 8. 4 points in it now. That's the response that Courtwood wanted. They've started the second half in attacking mode, and in the first half they were in defending mode, and that's what was playing hard on. But quick kick out there by Callan to the midfielder. O'Neill now, he loses the ball, he sockers it along the ground. Mochtas trying to get her up there, and a quick play from Matt Kelly, and Matt Kelly very fast gets down on the ball, and the free to be taken again. The Mochtas player too close to the ball. Niall Dunner now to take this free. Niall, the master of the orchestra there, taking the quick free out towards Conor Hogan. Hogan now getting onto a lot of ball as well. doing a lot of heavy work around the middle there in these conditions. Now he lays off the ball towards Keane Doyle. Keane now has a look, lays in a lovely ball in towards Niall Dunn. Towards Alan Kinsler. Alan now been fouled inside. Another free for Courtwood. Alan Kinsler been fouled heavily there. They're playing very well now, Courtwood, getting on top now in most sectors of the field. And that has to do with the attacking play that they're coming with here in the second half. This free now to be taken by Dan Luttrell. Dan now roughly about 45 yards out on the stand side of the field. This will be ideal for Dan now to strike this one over the bar. And this will put Courtwood in a great position if they can land this one. Dan now placing the ball on roughly inside the 45 yard line, just barely on it. Now Dan steps back. Courtwood in a great position here now, going very well at the moment. Mochtas 10 points, Courtwood 2 goals and 8. But going back to that goal again, it was just super now. Luttrell strike this. He doesn't get rightly underneath this one and the tails out to the left and wide. It's amazing when the conditions are very sloppy and wet how much harder it is to kick these balls off the ground. But Courtwood now back into their positions really quickly here now, and the kick out again for the Mochtas goalkeeper, James Callan. The kick out taken, intercept by Courtwood. Lovely ball inside here now. Courtwood on the attack, and Luke Doran has it. He has it into his hands. He falls to the ground. He doesn't hold on to the ball. Not his fault. Conditions bad again. Courtwood now swarm in to try and block the defenders coming out with the ball, and it's a free out. And the Mochtas take it quickly out to the centre half back, Andrew English. English now. The ball is dropped again. Luke Doran is in this one like a light and shoots it quickly, but doesn't get it accurate and shoots it wide. But it was kind of a loose ball that came back to him nearly accidentally. But this time Courtwood don't make amends, and the ball goes out to the right and wide. Very dead, heavy rain falling here now. It's nearly almost straight down. Maybe the wind slightly favouring Mochtas, but it's nearly to no advantage now either. Kick out taken. The kick out doesn't make distance either. Luke Doran is onto this one again. He's getting onto a lot of ball. He's still moving. He takes a quick ball and flicks this one over the bar. And that's Luke Doran now with 1 goal and 2 points scored. Courtwood now getting rightly on top of this match, playing very well here. No let up in Courtwood's attacking play now. Mochtas can't get it up the field. Even the kick outs are not reaching distance. Courtwood closing off every avenue. Any short kick out that might be available, they're closing it down. The kick out comes long again from Cannon, out to the middle again. Up goes Dan Luttrell. The ball breaks. Sean O'Flynn is underneath this one again. Matt Kelly takes it up. Back to Barry Donnelly. Back to Matt Kelly. And on comes Conor Hogan again. He wants ball. He's mad for ball. He gives it back in towards Niall Dunner. Niall now has a look around. Throws it back to Barry Donnelly. Donnelly now gives it across towards Matt Kelly, and Matt Kelly now moves it on towards Robbie Flynn. Flynn now gives it out towards Keane Doyle over on the stand side. Doyle steps inside his man, gives a fist pass in towards Conor Hogan. Hogan now, the ball breaks off his hands, but he get there to gather the second time. It's still loose. He's still there to gather it and still has it. And he's been held and pulled and harried, but the linesman has given a line ball to Mochtas. Conor ran out of field there. Now Courtwood under pressure now from this line ball, but Dan Luttrell gets back and Courtwood man the posts again. The line ball taken quickly by Mochtas. Alan Kinsler there to block the ball again. Mochtas can't get away with the ball. The ball is held up. The referee gives a free to St. Mochtas. Just right in front of the stand now, Courtwood man down on the ground. Could be Alan Kinsler now, but all the advantages with Courtwood now if they can just keep the ball. Keep the ball and don't make any rash decisions. Kinsler still down now. Courtwood still in a commanding position here. The Courtwood players now, the substitutions all huddled in underneath the dugouts as the Mochtas substitutes as well. The stand not altogether full there, still plenty of room, but it's at the front part of the stand. Probably the seats are wet, but still a good few standing out. The referee is still there. The play hasn't resumed yet now, but we'll be up and going now in a minute or two's time again. Now we're about to resume again now. Everyone is back in order. The referee is giving a yellow card there to a Courtwood player there. And the yellow card is to Alan Kinsler. So the free has been taken by the Mochtas full back, the ball skips in by 2 or 3. Heavy tackle there from O'Halloran to stop Declan Byrne from breaking in. Now Byrne turns back onto his right foot and shoots in a high ball in towards the goals, and this tails out to the left and wide. Mochtas are having the same trouble now in the second half as Courtwood had in the first. The score is just hard to come by. Matthew Byrne now races back out. To take this kick out, sweeps the kick out towards Sean O'Flynn. O'Flynn now trying to get up for the ball, breaks there kindly to 2 or 3 lads. Mochtas lads chase in. O'Neill, the midfielder, goes back. Mark O'Halloran is there. Halloran gathers the ball first time, turns back in towards the goals, under pressure there to get the ball out. The ball is swept out this time. No dilly-dallying here from Courtwood lads. And they sweep the ball up along the sideline here. The ball now with Dan Lutcher up along the terrace, the stand side, or the terrace side here. Dan now gone past midfield, sends in a lovely ball in towards Kinsler, the full forward. Kinsler holds it first time, gets the ball off towards Big Paddy. Big Paddy Wilson gets it. Paddy looks around, spots Keane Doyle. Doyle will sweep this one in and sweep it over the bar, I've no doubt. Does he this time? No, I was way ahead of myself there. That ball goes out to the left and wide. That was a good chance there for Courtwood now to add to their lead. And you'd have to call that a bad miss there from Keane, but he's made a huge difference since he came on. A substitute now coming on for St. Mochtas. And he comes across here to the referee. Mochtas now going to ticken up their forwards. And he's gone in at full forward. Danny Kindlin gone in at full forward there, and the kick out now to be taken by James Callan. The referee now done some paperwork here again with St. Mochtas Declan Byrne, and he gets a yellow card as well. Now we're about to resume. The linesman is in there in the field as well. He goes back to his position, and the goalman takes the quick kick out over to the far side of the field. Hotly contested ball there again. The ball breaks. Courtwood men swarm in, but the ball is taken out by Mochtas again. Out towards Englishby, the fullback. Fullback now sends it back in across the middle. And now Mochtas run the attack again. Declan Byrne has got the ball. He's trying to break the tackle of Robbie Flynn. Flynn is fouling him as he does so, and the free gives a free, and the free is taken quickly by Declan Byrne out towards the fullback. He's made great progress along the far side of the field, skips inside on the left foot and shoots this ball in and shoots it wide. And as I said already, St. Mochtas are having the same trouble in the second half as Courtwood had in the first, getting scores. It's amazing how hard scores are to come by when you want them, and Mochtas want them now. The heavy rain now easing off somewhat. Kick out now by Matthew Byrne again. Matthew now steps back and takes a dinky little short kick out towards Conor Hogan. Conor now goes down on this ball under pressure, but turns his man sweetly and gets away from him. Steps back inside now again. Gives the ball back across the field here now. Courtwood, be careful here now, lads, as you come across your own goals. Mark O'Halloran with the ball in hand and gives a fisted pass out towards Sean O'Flynn. A lovely hand pass, Mark. Right in front of Flynn. He never lost his stride. He puts in a dainty ball in towards the full forward. There's pressure here, but it went over Alan Kinsler, but Luke Doran wasn't expecting it, and it was intercepted there by Liam Lawler, and the ball is cleared out now by Mochtas out to the far side of the field. But under that one is Paddy Wilson. Paddy now gets a slip as he's trying to get away there, and he loses this ball. He might just win it back here with strength and strength alone. He gets back ahead of his man, and he just unfortunately just to give a nudge in the back to the Mochtas player and give a free to St. Mochtas. Mochtas now with the free taken quickly in towards the goals. Declan Byrne is onto this one. He seems to be their main man. The ball is taken inside, a heavy tackle in there by Robbie Flynn. The ball breaks, but the referee's calling it back, and that'll be a free into St. Mochtas. And the referee now with the notebook out again. There might be another yellow card here for Courtwood. He's still taking the names, so we'll just assume that it's going to be yellow. And so it is, a yellow card there for Niall Donoghue. And the free now to be taken by Mochtas, and the free is taken left footed. This is off the post. This is dangerous ball in around the goals, and Robbie Flynn is onto it and gathers it quickly. That could have gone anywhere after hitting the post, and Colin Wilson spreads it back out towards Niall Donoghue. Now Niall sends a 30-yard kick pass down towards Cian Doyle, but is intercepted there again by the fullback. He's way off his position, but he's doing a lot of ball play. He's getting onto a lot of ball there. Now Mochtas come across again. Now they're in the middle of the field again. This ball now sent out to this side of the field, And Mochtas send in a dangerous ball in towards the goals again. This was in towards the goalkeeper, and Matthew Byrne gathers this one and gives a short fist pass out towards Colin Wilson. Wilson now gives it out towards Conor Hogan. Hogan now with the ball in hand puts it back towards his goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper spreads it across to the terrace side of the field. Matt Kelly, the captain, has got it. Matt now steps back inside, gives a short hand pass in towards Conor Hogan. Hogan again with the ball, and he delays a hand pass slightly out to Sean Flynn. Flynn now gets the ball to Robbie Flynn. Robbie now gathers it first time, steps inside his man. Robbie now with the ball in hand gives a quick hand pass to Alan Kinsey. Kinsey shoots out towards Cian Doyle. Doyle has a look, gives in a low ball in towards Luke Dorn. Dorn now traps it on the ground and gives, and the referee has called him back there. The referee has given a free for handing the ball on the ground, and he's insisting, Dorn is insisting that he stopped it with his foot, but the referee's having none of it. He's still calling it, and there's substitutes now coming in for both Courtwood and St. Mochtas. The play is held up now again momentarily. A free out for St. Mochtas, and Luke Doyle is on for Courtwood. And St. Mochtas also have the substitute gone in there. Has gone in Cormac Callan, and that's adding to the Callan family on the Mochtas team. And off the Courtwood team goes Niall Donoghue. Now game back on again, a quick free taken back to the goalkeeper, and now Mochtas attack again. The quick ball sent out now. Mochtas on the attack again. This is Liam Lawler coming forward. The ball gives off a hand pass out now, and the ball is attacked here. Luke Doyle trying to win it back here and gives away the free first time out. David Lennon been the fouler of the ball taken quickly. Declan Byrne has got the ball now, gives it a fist pass over to the middle of the field, the far side, and there with the ball now is Eamon O'Neill. O'Neill now gives it off this time to his midfield partner. He shoots in high ball. This is a dangerous ball in his goal. Burden breaks down. There's Mochtas lads line up for everywhere. They're there and everywhere, and the ball is blocked out. And great save there by both goalkeeper and defenders for Courtwood, and it's blocked out for a 45. Courtwood under a lot of pressure now to keep out that ball, and so they did, under a lot of pressure. Mochtas are at the stage now where they need maybe a goal to try and get themselves back into this match. Points alone won't bring it back. And the 45 now, and the ball is placed in the 45-yard line. Declan Byrne takes it quickly. The ball is gathered and given back to him for a shot at the goal. This is high up into the sky, landing only a few yards out. Paddy Wilson goes highest. Ooh, and another dangerous ball there. And the referee calls it as a 45 again. And the referee points back out to the field for the linesman to come in to mark the spot for this 45. The conditions now very wet here. Any dangerous ball in towards the square could go anywhere. Time ticking away from Mochtas now with 4 minutes to go here. This 45 now to be taken by Declan Byrne. He's going to go along with this one. There's no short step up to this one. He hits it long. It's low. It's not going anywhere towards the goals. It's beaten away by Courtwood. Matt Kelly gets the ball out towards O'Flynn. O'Flynn fists out towards Conor Hogan. He's there for every ball. Back to O'Flynn. And Luke Doyle looks around him, but the ball is lost, and casually Luke Doyle lets it pass by him. It wasn't really meant for him, and now it's Mochtas on the attack again. And this ball is sent in high in towards the goals again, and this tails away out to the right and wide. All going in Courtwood's favour here now. Mochtas still having that same trouble again, still can't get the scores. They're just so hard to come by, they just cannot get them. Matthew Baird now with the kick out again. Placing the 14 ready to kick now, 2 minutes to go. There'll be a few minutes of injury time now with the subs coming on, maybe 3 minutes of injury time. Matthew Baird now with the kick out. He drives this one out to the middle. This is out towards Paddy Wilson territory. Wilson goes up for it, tries to beat it down. No Courtwood man underneath him to take that ball. It would have been a nice easy one for anyone to gather. So Mochtas are on the attack again now. Declan Byrne with a quick ball in. Mochtas now attacking, looking for a goal, looking for that elusive goal. The ball is sent in towards the goals again. Byrne comes out. Oh, it's after a slip by Matthew Byrne, and the ball has gone into the net. That's the dangerous of a wet ball. Mochtas have got a goal out of absolutely nothing. And that could be the goal that could catapult them now with a minute of time to go. Mochtas now still feel that have a chance, and that's so they have now back in the game. The kick out now comes long out towards Paddy Wilson again. There's a whole lot of players going with a super catch there from Mochtas. And that's the mark by O'Neill, the midfielder. He's gathered that one, Eamon O'Neill. The ball is taken quickly. Mochtas have all the play now. Courtwood have gone back into their shell a bit. And this could be their downfall now. Declan Byrne with a shot from way out the field. He's going for the score that's going to level it up. But this one tails out to the left and wide again. Mochtas have had all the chances. They've got the soft goal to bring them back into it. And a soft goal is all you could describe it as being. The kick out now to be taken. The kick out now by Matthew Byrne. Courtwood now have put themselves under a lot of pressure here. Matthew Byrne now, this is going to be a long kick out to the middle of the field again. Keane Doyle will come on to this one. The ball breaks. Keane is not going to get onto this one either. A lot of the Courtwood lads now have retreated back. Keane Doyle now trying to win possession there, but gives away the free. Long ball coming in again from Mochtas, no doubt. Declan Byrne with the ball in his hand. He's going to go long. He actually goes short this time. It's over under the terrace side, the stand side. Tip tapping on the toe, back towards Byrne again now. This onto his left foot, strikes it in towards the goal. This is a dangerous ball again. The goalkeeper under pressure again, and between back and goalkeeper under a lot of pressure there to beat it away. But Mochtas come again. The ball is swept back across the goals, out across the 21-yard line. A lot of players going for the ball, breaks behind here. There's a chance of an equaliser here now. Mochtas on the attack. The ball is taken up and taken out by Courtwood and swept away. Sean O'Flynn comes out, this ball out towards Luke Doyle now. Luke has it on his toe. Back towards Alan Kinsley. Alan now places up along the sideline here. Sean O'Flynn will have to do a good run to win this one. If he's able to kick it along the ground. The ball breaks and is loose on the ground. Sean couldn't win that one either. The ball comes loose. And Mochtas come with it again now, back out towards Declan Byrne. Byrne is getting into a lot of ball. He plays a lovely pass across the middle of the field. It's held this time. There's a chance here. Intercepted this time, and a good toe by Niall Dunn. He does enough to knock it away, and Keane Doyle gets onto this one. Well played, Niall Dunn. The ball is taken and slapped in quickly in towards Luke Doran. Doran gathers it first time. He doesn't hesitate. There's a man loose here on the far side of the field. He can't see him. He's trying to gather the ball up still. He's under a lot of pressure trying to get her up. The ball has been fouled and picked off the ground by Mochtas, and it's a free into Courtwood. A lifeline for Courtwood here now. The free now to be taken. Dan Luttrell will take this one. The play is held up now. We're gone into injury time here now. The referee is holding up the play. This free will be taken. Dan is making his way across to take it. He's in no hurry. Courtwood have the advantage. He'll no doubt put this ball dead, but he'll prefer to put it over the bar. This could be the clincher. The referee speaks to the linesman there to tell him what extra time there's going to be, what injury time. It looks like it could be, I think it's 3 minutes. I see Pat O'Connell gesturing there. I think it's 3 minutes he's gesturing. So this will be vital now that Dan puts this one over. Now Dan steadies himself. Dan strikes this win and hits the post and goes out or nearly over the end line again. Luke Doran follows out and Luke Doran wins this ball back. Corner back there should have had it, Lawler should have had it, but wasn't able to get it. Now Keane Doyle has it. He steps in. He's going to have a shot from out here. The ball is blocked again. Courtwood have had a couple of chances here to finish this game now. That gives Mochtas that solitary chance now to have to get this ball down the field and get the score. They come out with it on their toe. Out they come. The ball is taken out there this time. And it's a free. The ball, it's a free by Luke Doyle, and the ball has been brought up again. Conor Garland was been fouled as he came out with that one. Now the ball is taken quickly. The full back has it. Englishby now gives it across the field towards Holland. Holland now taps on his toe. He gives it on out further out again. Lads lying up here. The half back sends it in towards the goals again. It's held inside this time. Gathered by Colin Wilson. Wilson comes out of it. He's been fouled as he comes out, and is fouled. Well held by Colin Wilson, and he placed the ball down on the ground. And Courtwood lads, for the team that's hanging on by that single score, they're in a mad rush to play ball here. Keane Doyle tries to get out with this ball. He's been held as he tries to get out with the ball. Still taps it on his toe and gives it away onto the far side of the field there. Now Mochtas come again. They've another chance. This is what's going to be possibly their last chance. The ball is held inside there. Is it going to be kept in play? And the ball goes over the end line and wide. And Courtwood are hanging on here by their fingernails. Now Matthew Byrne would kick out here, an extra ball on the field, and the referee won't start the play until that's gone off the field, so that's kicked back by the Mochtas player, and now Matthew would kick out now. Gets under this one rightly, drives out to the middle field. Up goes the midfielders for Mochtas and catch it cleanly, no competition there, Eamon O'Neill. And a free again. A free again for St. Mochtas, and the referee orders the ball to be put back. And it's put back a little bit further there by a Courtwood player. O'Neill now with the ball. He's going to drive this in as far as he can get it. Hangs it in. It's dropping about 30 yards out from the goal as Courtwood lads go up for it. Mochtas lads go up for the ball. It breaks back out towards the 45-yard line. There's plenty of Courtwood lads racing towards it. And that's a free in again. This time Dan Luttrell gives the free. And the free is called. The free is called and the referee gets the ball. The ball is kicked back in there now. A line ball, a free now here to be taken. The referee has been called in towards the goals there. There's a free now to be taken here by Eamon O'Neill. Eamon now on the 45-yard line. He's going for a long ball here, drives it in towards the square. This is a dangerous ball right into the square. Several fists go up for it and no one reaches it. Bar Mochtas player and the ball is fisted out to wide. The final whistle is blown. The game is over and Courtwood are into the semi-final of the Intermediate Football Club Championship on a scoreline of Courtwood 2 goals and 9 points. St. Mochtas 1 goal and 10. Great victory there, and Mochtas, their time is up after winning their first round. Courtwood clinched it here with a good second half, but an exciting second half. And all roads lead now to the winners of 2 Mile House, the Kildare champions, against Lusk from the Dublin champions.